Hi, I'm David Cogswell with Insider Travel Report. I'm here with Tanya Springer, the Vice President of Sales of Atlas Ocean Voyages. We're in Chilean Patagonia on the World Traveler ship, and this is Insider Travel Report. Let's see here. Now, this is a new company, started in 2019, went through a rough period there with COVID, and kind of starting over again. We were talking about how do you define your job as Vice President of Sales in this situation that we're now in?
For sure. I consider myself the person that's helping put the people in place to effectively share the news story of Atlas with the travel advisor community. I mean, they're honestly the key to what we do, David. Without travel advisors selling Atlas Ocean Voyages, there is no Atlas Ocean Voyages. So we've got a big job. We've got to get the word out. We're not a household name. And then once we've gotten the word out, we also need to train advisors, educate advisors, make it easy for them to do business with us, quite frankly, give them the tools they need and the motivation they need to sell Atlas. We need to make it profitable for them, and we need to make it easy for them, and we need them to understand that we're going to deliver an amazing experience to their clients, so their clients are going to come home happy and be happy with their travel advisor for recommending us, and then want to come back to Atlas.
So you've been in the cruise industry for something like 30 years. You've seen a lot of changes, a lot of evolution. And this is kind of the new baby on the block. It's a little different from anything we've seen before. Can you tell us a little bit about how you define that difference, how the product is differentiated from its others?
Yeah, absolutely. So what the main thing that intrigued me, besides working with James Rodriguez again, who's fantastic, is the size of the ships. I've always loved small ships. They're my passion. And you know, I love the other brands too, but when he said, yeah, we've got one ship, the World Navigator, it's under 200 passengers, and the next one's coming online in November, I was like, okay, I'm in. That's my sweet spot. So because of the size of our ships and the fact that they're new and the decor is phenomenal, we're able to deliver a different kind of experience, a yacht style experience. So you don't feel like you're on yet another cruise ship, you know, with bingo and, you know, all the things that one expects on a cruise. You're more, it has the feeling of being on a super yacht with, you know, with your friends. And that's something super special.
So yeah, it's instead of having, say, 10 restaurants or, you know, theaters and rock climbing walls, it's more destination focused. And I think, in my view, it seems like that's the way the market is evolving. That's what people are looking for. Is that the way you see that?
Yeah, I do. I think there's always going to be a segment of the cruising public that wants the Broadway shows and the rock climbing walls, but then there is a number of people that are looking for something a little bit more authentic, where they can go to a place and feel like they're really engaging with the local culture and feel like they're engaging with their fellow travelers and the crew and the staff, and honestly on these ships, because they're so nicely sized, by the end of the cruise, whether it's expedition or not, you really know all your fellow passengers, you know the crew, the captain, it feels like family, and that's priceless. Like, I mean, that's, I think, what humanity is all about, is making those connections with other humans. And then because of the size of our ships, the cool places we get to go, like right now we're in Patagonia and the Chilean fjords, and the ship tomorrow will make its way to Antarctica. I mean, making connections with these out of the way remote places that many people never get the opportunity to go, I mean, that's priceless, quite frankly.
It is. It is. Now, since James Rodriguez started August 1st as the president, I guess he's shifted the positioning and the concept of the product a little bit. And can you tell us a little bit about how that has changed?
For sure. So it's my understanding that back in 2019, when the brand was first conceived, it was meant to be a very high luxury product. And I think what James has decided to do is kind of under promise and over deliver, and take the price point down and open the product, the cruise line Atlas Ocean Voyages, up to two kind of big market segments. You've got your luxury players in the expedition space, and you've got your more expedition style players, and then we like to position ourselves right in the middle of that. So, price wise, our per diems are kind of right in the middle, but what we end up providing to our guests in terms of the experience is more like luxury, if that explains. So we're kind of, ultra premium, if you will.
And I think that the luxury client has evolved. I mean, they have evolved along the way anyway, but particularly with COVID, I think it's changed people's point of view. And I think that luxury has a little bit more to do with a little less about my creature comforts and make me feel good, and a little more interest in other people, in environments, in the places you go. And certainly this product fits right into that. I notice also that this difference in price point between this and luxury is quite a significant difference, and yet it feels like luxury, but luxury again in today sometimes means other values than what it used to mean. So how is your strategy for going out there into the market and getting your word out and letting people know what's going on here?
For sure. Well, again, the way to get out to the cruising public is through the travel advisor community. So we've got some wonderful regional sales directors out there, and we're staffing up. We're building our sales team, both outside and inside, and just the more ambassadors to the Atlas Ocean Voyages brand that we have out there, the more service we can provide and the more education we can provide to the travel advisors, I think the better, things are going to be for all of us. And we also need to have all the tools out there and we need to be easy to do business with. So these are all things that we're growing and we're staffing up and we're providing and we're putting together to help the advisor community, and obviously, with all the national consortium and all the big players, we're doing it all.
And I guess there's a new online portal in process now. Yeah, that's good.
Absolutely.
But how will that be? What will that be like? How does it?
For sure. So we're concepting it now. So I think we were hoping for Q1 next year. I think it's probably more realistic to say Q2 before everything is really working correctly. So we're redesigning our website, and we're working on the back-end technology to just hook it right into our reservation system so that travel advisors will be able to go online and book online real-time availability. Those who want to still phone in can do, of course, but I think so many of us now are so comfortable with the internet, and it's beautiful. It's 24/7 availability, right? So I think we're all looking forward to having that onboard booking functionality for sure.
So now also this is the second ship. And how many are you going to have altogether? There's more coming down the line.
That's right. So the intention is to start with 5, and then who knows, we'll go from there. So currently we have World Navigator, whose first cruise was last August, World Traveler, who is going on her first revenue cruise starting tomorrow, and then World Seeker, which we anticipate her coming online Q4 of 2024, and then 2 to follow after that.
So how is the market responding to your message so far?
Oh, it's been phenomenal. Expedition cruising right now is, we all know it's super hot. And so, no pun intended. But I can tell you that the occupancy for our Antarctica season, this 22-23 season, when we James came on board, the occupancy was super low, and we were like, okay, well, it's reasonable to expect to be able to fill about this much, and just the response was incredible, like mind-blowing. We came out with our second guest sales free promotion, and just the phones went crazy. It was amazing, and that's only then when we learned, okay, Expedition really is super popular right now, and so and we're thrilled because having so many people experience us right when we start redeploying our ships right now, I think they'll come home, they'll be happy, they'll tell their friends, they'll tell their travel advisors, and hopefully come back for our summer season, go to the Arctic, the Mediterranean, Greek Isles, Canary Islands, Greenland. I mean, we've got a lot of really cool itineraries for them to choose from.
Sounds very exciting. Tanya Springer, I'm so grateful for your taking time with me today. It's been such a pleasure talking with you. And I'm David Cogswell for Insider Travel Report.